What's up, guys? Oh man, that looks like garbage. Hi, is anyone else feeling rushed today? I'm feeling a little rushed today. Happy Friday. This is the 5th time I'm here this week. I hope you guys are enjoying all Jacqui all the time. So yesterday, if you guys were here for my shadow work session, if you were here live on Insight Timer, it was probably really good, right? If you were watching on YouTube or if you tried to watch the YouTube replay, the audio sounds like absolute garbage. I don't understand. I don't know what happened. But I had to record my Insight Timer replay audio, and now I have to dub it over the video to give you guys a better YouTube replay. So I had all these carpet squares to try to reduce the echo with all this stuff. So that's why I got carpet squares back there. How's everybody doing? Feel free to say hi in the chat. Let's see who's here. We got Kat. Good day, Lucy. Good morning, Karen. Greetings, Lori. Grand Rising, beloved wolf pack. Oh, I got my wolf sweatshirt today. I got my lab wolf. Grand Rising, Sophia. Who else? Who else is here? Debbie, good morning. Good morning, Becky. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Jackie. Hello, Melinda. Happy Friday, Kiana. Melanie. Hi, Melanie. I just met Melanie yesterday. I did one of those Ask Your Guides sessions with Violet 108. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. That was one of those things I had no idea what I was walking into, but it was super fun. And I met Melanie. She's an intuitive cook here on Insight Timer, Sunday morning stuff. If you guys want to learn how to intuitively cook and eat, I think that's pretty cool. Grand Rising, Diane. Good morning, Nancy. Sophia says about my shadow work yesterday morning, it was great. I was lying with fever, and it helped, and I feel it helped me go even deeper. Interesting. Did you find what was burning up inside? Kat's feeling happy. Awesome. Nina says, you killed it yesterday. You did the work. I just facilitated with my mouth. Andriana, good morning. Lisa, great session last night. The scripting one with Violet. You were in bed, started at 11 p.m. for you. You fell asleep, woke up with the start at midnight and put it on. I'll catch up with the first half. I received the recording from Violet, so that's going to go on my YouTube channel at some point. If you guys like me and you want to listen to me all the time, just search my name on YouTube. Jacqui Mancuso is pretty unique. Sonali, good morning. So many changes going on with this new moon energy. You just wait. You just wait. I'll tell you all about it. Rosie, good morning. It's your first time. Welcome. Let me introduce myself because I haven't done that yet. My name is Jacqui Mancuso. I'm an astrologer. I'm a life coach, I guess. I don't know. I just help people. I like to take the experiences that I've had and turn them into positivity and knowledge and the ability for you to find confidence in yourself. And I do it through the lens of astrology here and on Insight Timer. Cool. Jackie says, greetings, lovelies. Super informative session, the scripting one yesterday afternoon. It was fun. We could have talked for 4 more hours. Wolf Vibe Friday. Becca, hi for the 5th time. Hello, Christy. Beautiful. All right, guys, let's get into astrology because I was late today. My bad. I gotta move some windows around so I'm not staring at myself. Okay. So today, we've got a few topics of conversation. 3 to be exact. First, we're going to talk about Uranus stationing retrograde. Then we're going to talk about Pluto re-entering Capricorn. And then we'll end today's talk with the new moon in Virgo that occurs on Monday evening. Still too hot. All right, so in chronological order, the first thing to happen is that Uranus is going to station retrograde. This happens on Sunday, September 1st, and Uranus is stationing retrograde at 27 degrees of Taurus. Uranus's retrograde lasts until January 31st, 2025. So it'll bring us into next year. And Uranus is going to retrograde back to 23 degrees of Taurus. So we are now in the thick of retrograde season. We have 4 outer planets in retrograde, as well as the asteroid Chiron. So Chiron, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto are all retrograde at this time. And if you guys know how I talk about the orbits of planets, the larger the orbit, think about the larger the gong. If you strike a giant gong, it's going to reverberate for hours and it's going to be super loud and booming. So the larger the orbit of the planet, the more impact they have on us, like a longer lasting, deeper impact. So we have these 4 outer planets retrograde. This is representative of a slowdown in our output. Retrograde season, this is a time to pull back and to go within. If you're feeling like your plans aren't coming to fruition as fast as you're wanting them to, it's probably because of this heavy retrograde energy. Because yes, planets other than Mercury are stationed retrograde. September and October are the heaviest retrograde months this year. So just be aware if it feels like you're walking through the mud, it's all part of the plan. Planets in retrograde focus their energies inward. So with Uranus stationing retrograde, this is him taking his radical liberation within you. How are you chaining yourself? Uranus retrograde will help you find freedom within yourself. It's in your hands. Uranus is the planet of rebellion, the one who is courageous enough to do the damn thing on his own. Uranus brings shocking change, things that come out of left field. Uranus's energy cannot be predicted. You can try, but he's going to surprise you with something else. So this Uranus retrograde may help you discover something radical within yourself, something out of left field that you never knew existed. Oh my gosh, it's in there? This is me? This retrograde is happening in Taurus, the sign of resources, the sign of skills, self-worth. So perhaps between September and February is when you find a radical skill inside yourself that helps you develop a stronger sense of self-worth. Perhaps Uranus's retrograde will help you decide to take a radical approach to the thought that you are the resource, that you don't have to obtain the resource outside of you. Maybe Uranus's retrograde is going to help you find that you are what is of value. You are the valuable thing. It's not what you have. It's not what you're using tangibly, like you are the resource. Uranus's retrograde through Taurus coincides so nicely with Pluto re-entering Capricorn. This will be the final time that Pluto is in Capricorn within our lifetimes. Unless we find a way to live for another 250 years, who knows? But Pluto dips back into Capricorn on Sunday evening, September 1st. Pluto will complete his retrograde on October 11th, and then he still has to move forward out of Capricorn. So he'll complete his time in Capricorn on November 19th, which will place Pluto in Aquarius for the next 20 years until 2044. So these next 2.5 months, this is a big time of closure for Pluto. He's got to wrap up what he's been working on since 2008. When was the last time you've worked on a project for 20 years? Ish, right? I don't know, math 14 years, math 16 years. Pluto has been breaking down our structures since 2008. Pluto has been exposing corruption in our top-down systems since 2008. And something tells me he's got something up his sleeve to close all of this out once and for all. I am not here to make predictions. I'm not here to get into politics. I honestly have no idea how the cards are going to fall, but what I can assume from the astrology is that we're coming up on some big exposure. Because Pluto digs things up from the shadows. Pluto has no shame. Pluto works in the realm of secrets and taboo topics. Capricorn, it represents structure. It represents our governments. Worldwide, mind you. So have you guys been noticing how much of a literal circus the world governments have become? Especially in the last 4 years. Like it's always kind of been a joke to me, but geez, if it's never been more obvious. And I'm honestly excited to see how far it progresses as Pluto finishes his time in Capricorn. So that's world stage, Pluto and Capricorn. In your personal lives, Pluto's final stretch in Capricorn may have you notice any constriction that's been around for quite some time. Now that Pluto has stretched his arms out in Aquarius for some time, Pluto's been hanging out in Aquarius since January. Pluto has gotten rid of all this Capricorn chain, all this boundary, and Pluto's like, oh, we're in Aquarius? He's seen the future. He's seen how communities function. And now I'm going to borrow this from Molly McCord. She talked about this as the same energy, right? So Pluto re-entering Capricorn. It's like the same energy as when you go back to visit a school that you have graduated from. Have you ever gone back to your high school, to your elementary school, just to go check in with your teachers? And you go in and things feel different. It's darker in here. It's smaller in here. It smells funny in here. The school didn't change. You did. Capricorn's energy isn't changing. Pluto's changed. So over the next 2.5 months, while Pluto's in Capricorn again, I wouldn't be surprised if you feel more restricted by the things that have already had their grip on you for some time. It's like we're going to be noticing, oh my God, this has been binding me. Like this is still here. Get off of me. Pluto has outgrown these things. Pluto has outgrown the need for protection and security. And the chains may become increasingly uncomfortable. My advice is to do the inner work. Retrograde season is a time of going within. The world is our mirror, and if we're feeling a restriction around us, there's a good chance that we're creating restriction within ourselves. Look at the feeling, learn from it, listen to it, nourish it. There's a multitude of ways to do inner work. Trial and error. That's how you're going to find what works for you. Try everything. There's no right or wrong way to heal. Whatever you are being pulled towards, whatever piques your interest, whatever's interesting to you, that's what's for you right now. Try it. If it works, keep doing it. If you don't like it, go do something else. I know it's frustrating because you just want to heal now. I just want to be healed now. You got to enjoy the journey. The journey is the fun part. The destination, I don't even know if I'm ever going to be fully healed. And at this point, I don't care because I've learned so much along the way. It's fun. It's great. Yeah, I don't want to be fully healed because then I would stop learning from myself. Life's got a lot to teach you. Lastly, we also have a new moon on Monday evening. This new moon occurs at 11 degrees of Virgo. and it peaks at 8:56 p.m. Central Time. We know that new moons represent new beginnings, okay? It's a time to plant new seeds. It's time to set new intentions. Virgo, among other qualities, is the sign of service. Virgo is the maiden, the clean, pure virgin with so much authentic love to give. Remember, we are in heavy retrograde season. What a better time to be of service to yourself. What a better time to be of service to yourself. What a better time to go within and notice what's calling for your attention. And then fill yourself up, serve yourself. What a better time to intend to be better to yourself, for yourself. What I love about Virgo energy is that Virgo is the 6th sign of the zodiac. On the zodiac wheel, the first 6 signs focus on the self. Signs 7 through 12 focus on the other, in general. I'm speaking very generalized here. However, Virgo is the final sign before we cross the horizon into Libra. Libra is where we first engage in partnership. Libra is the first time we connect with another outside of our family. So Virgo holds the energy of this welled up love. Virgo holds the energy of having taken care of herself so well. She knows herself so well. She's built up so much love in herself, and she's so ready to give it out. So this new moon on Monday, this is a time to decide to give that love right back to yourself. Retrograde season. Give that love right back to yourself with the intention of finding your radical value and healing from any wounding from the chains that have bound you. See how I did that? I kind of wrapped up the Virgo new moon with Uranus retrograde, Pluto re-entering Capricorn. Give that love right back to yourself with the intention of finding your radical value, and give that love right back to yourself to heal any wounding from the chains that have bound you. This is really going to set you up as we step into eclipse season. We're getting ready for eclipse season. I love eclipse season. It's so much fun. Is Jacqui a masochist? Everything, I think I'm crazy. Everything is fun if you decide it's going to be fun. Eclipse season is going to start September 16th is the first, is it? No, September 17th is our full moon in Pisces. That's going to be our lunar eclipse that starts this upcoming eclipse season. I'll talk about that on Monday the 16th. That's when we're going to start talking about eclipse season. However, that's what we got going on today. We're going to use 2 different decks, and we're going to ask 2 different questions. Let me see what you guys are chatting about. Christine, happy Friday. Sophia, I am the resource. Love that. Hello, Untamo. Sophia, now he's coming back one last time, like, oh yeah, by the way. He's making that mic drop, Pluto in Capricorn. Nina says, even your choice of words are piercing. Interesting. Lisa, perfect timing. I always think autumn is a time to slow down and go inwards. Elizabeth, oh my, this makes so much sense. So much more sense. And the year I had chills when you said breaking the chains and restrictions. This Scorpio is ready. It might feel like, oh man, this has been here the whole time. What the hell? Karma, retrograde is beautiful. It happens every year. Every year. The self-love is a challenge, Sarah. As a Virgo sun, the self-love is a challenge. I hear you. Sonali, yeah, I always do group readings, but no need to fret. They are always spot on. Is that conceited? It's based on past experiences. Hello, Cecilia. Loved you on Violet's Live yesterday. Awesome. Thanks for joining us today. Jackie asks, what degree will the new moon occur in? It's 11 degrees of Virgo. Love how you are explaining all of this. Thank you. You are so welcome. You are so welcome. So what I'm going to do with our first deck. So some of you guys are new to me. I usually will take the first deck, ask a question, pull 3 cards. Second deck, one final question, 1 card. Today, we just got a lot going on. So I'm still going to pull 3 cards from the first deck, but I'm going to let the cards come out from each of these events. So the first card is going to be a message from Uranus Retrograde. Second one's going to be a message from Pluto Retrograde. Third one is a message from the new moon in Virgo. So we're going to use Moonology messages today for this first one. And I'm still going to do my little intuitive, I'll show you the cards and whatever. I'll explain it in a second. So if something is whatever, you guys know what I'm trying to say. Cool. So feel free to send your energy into this deck. We're asking for messages in alignment with our highest paths from Uranus retrograde, Pluto re-entering Capricorn, and a new moon in Virgo. So yes, I always do group readings. However, after I let the 3 cards fall out of the deck for us, I am going to show you the back of the decks, the back of the cards. So if you feel a certain pull to a certain card, I know that I already told you which planets we're working with, but if any of the cards feel different to you, that could be that that message is the strongest for you. The whole reading is going to be for everybody here. So take that with a grain of salt. They have fallen out. So I'll show you the backs of the cards, and then you let us know in the chat which cards are pulling at you. Any cards feel different. If anything in your physical environment changes when I hold up a certain card. If you have a number in your mind right now. So we're asking for messages in alignment with our highest paths from Uranus, Pluto, and the moon in Virgo. If you guys ever pop in after I have started my session, just know I always record these and they go up on my YouTube channel, so you can always re-watch, re-listen to the astrology. Here's the back of card number 1. The back of card number 2. And the back of card number 3. Let us know in the chat which cards are resonating with you, and I'll show them one more time just in case. The back of card number 1. The back of card number 2. And the back of card number 3. My hands are shaky today. That was interesting. Let's see who's working with which cards. We've got Jess 2, Sophia 3, Julie 2, Elisa 2, Karma 2, Jennifer 1, 2, Strong No on 3. Cool. Amy 1 and 3, Lisa 2, Christy 1 and 3, Nina 1, Eyes, 2, Chest, Deep Breath, 3, Herd Kids. Interesting. I wonder how that's all gonna play out. Karen 3, Sonali 2, Lisa 3, Cecilia yawned with 2, Karen 3, Deidre 2, Nicole all, Christine 3, Itches 1, 2, 3. Interesting. Andriana all, GK 3, 2, Becca 1, 2, Sarah 2, Kat 3, Lori all, Frida, lower, not sure, 3. Go with it. You never need to be too serious about anything. That's what I've learned through all of my troubles. The more serious I am, the more rigid I am with my life, the less fun I have, obviously, right? Just have fun. Untamo 3, my cat changed her pose. 1 and 2 are also strong for me. Fatima can't decide, so all 3. Bonnie, hi Bonnie, wasn't able to look at the time, feeling 2. Lovely. When I held up card number 1 for the first time, I felt my body pulling it to the left. So I said, oh, that's my feminine calling in this energy. So whatever this is, I am trying to attract it into my life. I don't want to like flavor these readings with my opinions, but I did it the one day and it was like, it was interesting. And then I opened up about my whole life to you guys. So why not, right? Okay. First one is a message from Uranus Retrograde. This is how we go within and find our radical rebellion, find our own freedom within. Okay, so Uranus, card number 1, sent us the card of the Yin Moon, accept help. Accept help. Oh my gosh, that came up on the live Violet's Ask Your Guides last night. Someone said it about, was it Violet who said, like, everyone always wants to help me? It was we started talking about affirmations at the end. I have it written down right here. I need it. I need it. Violet said, I know that everyone loves me and everyone wants to help me. And she said that and I was like, I love that. I know that everyone loves me and everyone wants to help me. So Uranus says, accept help. Bro, have you been trying to do everything by yourself? This isn't the answer to your current dilemma. You need to take a softer, possibly more collaborative approach. Maybe you've been too tough on yourself or on someone else. This card comes up when the energies are harsh. Being independent is a great thing, but sometimes we just refuse other people's help for all the wrong reasons. Make sure you're not guilty of this right now. This is a sense that you need to accept someone's help in order to get your job done or to get where you want to go. Maybe you just need to ask someone for their advice. Find someone who you know will have a gentle response. In the yin and yang paradigm, yin is very soft, like the moon. This isn't the time to push forward unrelentingly, but rather to see how you can soften into a solution. If you've been trying to drive something on or convince someone of something, take this card as a sign to proceed more gently. Additional meanings for this card: someone wants to help you. You catch more flies with honey than vinegar. Don't be stubborn. Your ego may be in your way. Bring out your softer side. The famous yin-yang symbol describes how seemingly opposite forces may actually work together. It represents the interconnectedness of all life everywhere. So Uranus stationing retrograde in Taurus wants you to accept help. So Uranus retrograde in Taurus, this is about finding this like radical liberation within. And maybe if that means working with someone who's going to help you facilitate cord cutting, right? Working with someone who's going to help you with the shadow work, that could be. You don't have to do it on your own. You can still go within and find these radical things in a way that is facilitated by another. And I feel like I'm talking to myself right now. It's not always about how do you know how to do the work? What kind of work can you do? Like, it's okay to go ask other people for help. Because you are worthy of receiving help. You are worthy of receiving assistance. How does that feel when I say that? Do you feel the block when I say that? You are worthy of receiving help? Because man, let me tell you, that is something that I have been working on for quite some time. Jess, gorgeous card. Wow, this message is crazy for something I was just thinking about. I need to remember to talk to you about this at our next coaching session. Beautiful. Noted. Amy, ironic part is I'm pushing for mental illness help for my niece. This came up the other day, trying to manifest for other people. I know all but niece, so she's probably young. I don't have too many opinions. Everyone's on their own path. Everyone has chosen their own path. That's right, Cecilia. Yeah, Violet when she goes to the post office. I know that everyone loves me and everyone wants to help me. Kiana, wow, had a moment yesterday and took it out on them when they're helping me. And that, here we go, that comes from within. That comes from your belief that you should be doing it by yourself. They're not doing it the way that you would do it. Yeah, that's hard for me to accept help, especially when people are going to do it the way that I wouldn't do it. It's like infuriating. You're creating more problems, but they're really not. Sophia has noticed this recently. Christine, yes, you did hear piston sigh. Yeah. Sophia can get rejective and even mean to people who want to help me because of my unwillingness to accept help, or even that I might need it. It hurts, but damn, it's liberating and has allowed me to see how loved I am. Liberating. Yeah, accepting help is liberating you because you have less responsibility in your life. Oh, someone wants to do this for me? Oh, now I have more time and freedom and energy and space to go do what I want to do? Oh, isn't that weird? Isn't that crazy? Christine, that seems foreign to me. Accepting help. So I know this isn't the Virgo card, but Virgo energy comes up. Think about how good it feels when you help someone, right? How much joy it gives you to see the look on the other person's face because, oh my God, I did that. I made them feel so good. You're denying that to people. If you reject their help, you are denying them the ability to feel that love towards you. Does that make sense? Lisa, I feel like it's sessions like this in the universe that is my help more than people I actually know in real life, and I'm okay with that. Yeah, messages can come from wherever, and then you can integrate them into your real life. You can ground them into your real life. I had a message about grounding in my dream last night. Karen, I've been noticing how I do not receive gifts and offers for help. How many times have you been offered something beautiful and you're like, I can't take that from you. Amy niece is 16, dad died, mom moved in, the boyfriend 3 days later, and then abandoned the niece. She just needs help and someone to love her. I'm sure she appreciates all of your efforts, and I'm sure that this is something that is going to fuel her amazing healing journey later on in life. And I know it sucks to be in the thick of it. I know it sucks to watch it all happen real time. But I know these kind of things are they're made for people that can handle it. And I know it's not fun to handle it, but they're made for the people that know how to handle it. Nina, yes, practicing I am worthy of help, love, happiness. Not for the roles I play, but for who I am. Love it, love it. Kiana is not used to someone handling things for me at all. I feel like I have to be in control. Control, boundary, structure, masculine, feminine, chaotic, creative. Are you worthy? Are you worthy of being able to be chaotic and creative 24/7? Heck yeah. Jacqui, I'm having company tomorrow and usually don't let anyone bring anything. This time I'm letting everyone bring a dish. I had all sorts of ideas for each person. Bring in the help makes everyone feel good. Yes. Yes. Good morning, Carrie. He's a man handling things now. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Do I talk about it now? I don't know. Yeah, I'm just going to talk about it. Still feels weird. So last Wednesday, I opened up about what the hell's going on in my life. I left my marriage because I found someone else. Okay, sorry about it. It's what's happening. I'm experiencing for the first time the true energy, and it could be because I'm open to it. It could be because I'm able to receive it. But literally for the first time in my life, I'm feeling this energy of this dude being like, let me take care of everything so that you can just go play with astrology. I want you to just enjoy what you're doing with your time. I don't need you to do my chores. I don't need you to pay my bills. I'm going to do that for you and you can just go play. What? You sure? Is this good enough? Am I doing a good enough job? And it's been a mind F. It's been a mind fudge. This is okay. I get to just be. I don't have to earn your love. I don't have to constantly prove to you that I'm good enough. I don't have to constantly try to do things for you. This is insane. And it's uncomfortable, right? I want it. It's nice, but it's uncomfortable because it's making me question things that have been in my brain for my whole life. It's pretty cool. One of my friends is going through the same. It's bizarre. She and I left our long-term relationships at the same time, and we have both just been gifted these men who are like, hey, you want to be you? Let's make you the best version of you. And my friend has this dude who's just like, yeah, you want to make art? Go do that. I just want to take care of you so you could sit in your room and make art all day. And she's like, what? So yeah, accept help. Feminine energy is chaos. Masculine energy is structure. Do you feel like you are holding it together? That's too much. Yeah, I don't like what society has done to the roles of masculine, feminine. My opinion. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. Kiana, I feel you. It's weird but strange that we're not used to having unconditional love. They accept us just as we are. Love it. Oh, you guys are so nice. I had to change to call this in, right? Okay, so I grew up in the 90s. For perspective, okay, 90s was all about boss babe, businesswoman. I grew up with that messaging. Hey, you got to work your ass off. You got to make it. You got to have this career. You got to be the mom and the CEO and everything. And I was like, yeah, let's do it. Empowerment. And then I got exhausted trying to do that and care for someone and give my natural feminine care and attention and love. And I'm like, why am I not good enough? Okay, so now we got a message from Pluto. Pluto retrograde entering Capricorn. This is Pluto reminding you of all the structures and chains and bounds that are on you. Card number 2, message from Pluto. This is Moonstone. Slow it down. The heart wants what the heart wants. And it wants, oh my gosh, that's a lot of words. The heart wants what the heart wants, and it wants it when it wants it. But the timing isn't always right. Maybe you want something before the other person is ready for it, or vice versa. Suffice to say that you may need to slow things down. This isn't just about patience, it's about actively slowing down. Stop pushing too hard. Be strong and shine your light. Focus on what you want and not on what you don't want. You're stronger than you know. The situation you're asking about is fertile. Be graceful as you wait, without trying to force anything or anyone. Trying to rush a person or situation isn't likely to work out for you right now. So do what you can to take a step back. You might like to hold a moonstone while you meditate now, to help you stay patient and allow events to unfold. This is a sublimely feminine stone that has strong associations with the moon. Explore your goddess energy. Stay strong and centered in your own power instead of dissipating your energy, focusing on what you can't control. Additional messages for this card may include pregnancy or birth. Love is coming into your life. Talk to a female mentor. Hi. Calm down, breathe out, and relax. Moonstone is a truly luminous crystal. It's strong, and it knows that all things come to those who wait. So if this is advice from Pluto, Pluto is going to show you where you are restricted, and he's saying, ride it out, You don't need to act right away. This is a time of noticing. This is a time of observing. This is a time of gathering information. Just because you feel squeezed out doesn't mean you gotta pop. I feel like Pluto is saying you're gonna see some things, but you don't have to act on them right away. You don't have to act on them right away. I'm feeling like if you're noticing restriction coming from another person, if you try to change them, if you try to control the situation by changing how they act, you're just gonna drive yourself crazy. You're gonna try to control things that you don't have control over. So if you do notice control, restriction, chains, boundaries that don't resonate with you anymore, focus on what you can control. Can you radically liberate yourself? Can you ask for help from others? Hey, can I stay with you for a week? Hey, do you want to come take me out this Friday night? Sophia is wearing moonstone around her neck. Fatima's been receiving this message so many times in the last few days to slow down. Retrograde season. September, October is going to be real slow. So slow down. I love the message of not rushing other people, because I'm fast. I recognized the other day that I am rushing another person, and I realized, well, maybe I could just do this on my own and you can take your time. And I think that that's super interesting. Jacqui might solo RV for a moment of time, which is super exciting. Now I just got to find a vehicle that I can handle on my own. What did Carrie share about growing up in the 60s? Try being a boomer growing up in the 60s, talk about screwed up parenting. For sure, 100%. Validating all of that. All of our parents, not all of, most of our parents messed us up. But it gave us the fuel to heal ourselves so that we can learn all these cool, amazing, mind-blowing lessons that we're learning right now. Lisa Moonstone always feels so magical. Rachel wears Moonstone all the time. Amy, why do I feel like this was literally telling me to just wait and let things play out with the niece? Since I'm speaking up for her to get help, the family has shunned me. Things will work out. I'm here when needed, but I can't stress my life. I needed this one. That's great, Amy. That's great. They might shun you because they're not ready to see what you see. Story of my life. That sounded so victim-y. I get that, right? Like, you have these radical views because you're not normal and you don't want to handle things the way that they want to handle things. So of course they're going to push you away because it's uncomfortable. It's different. It's different than what they're ready for. But your niece will remember. Even if it's, whatever. She's gonna remember. Cecilia's going to a 4-day work week for September and October. Of course you are. Of course you are. Karma, love is coming to you. Felt that. Also, my mother passed about 5 months ago and her home is just sitting there. I want to clear it out, but my siblings aren't ready. This card is a reminder of the grace of patience. I'm trying that big time. I also struggle with patience sometimes. Some things I'm really patient. Some things I just want it now. I'm ready. I want it now. But yeah, time to slow down. Oh, Deirdre, I've been receiving this message recently. I lost my husband and sister last month, and I'm feeling rushed and anxious. Of course, there's a huge change in your life, a huge monumental change in your life. Healing takes time. If you rush through it, you can miss important bits, right? And I know that you know that, but I love that you are hearing the message. There's no timeline for grief. 100%. Sending my love. Oh, Kiana, today is National Grief Awareness Day. Take it one day at a time. There's actually, I like it, and I'm going to put it in the chat here. There's a lady called Mommy Onami. I've sent this to my a couple of my coaching people. She has a YouTube video on grieving a relationship, she speaks a letter that you can write to whoever you are grieving. I've done it twice, and I just spoke it out loud. Actually, one time I spoke it out loud, and another time I typed it into a journal. But I really liked it because you grieve the good times, you grieve the bad times, and then you are able to move on. So if you guys have grief that you're working through, maybe check out Mommy Onami on YouTube. And she has a grief video that I really like. We have a message in alignment with our highest good from the new moon in Virgo this Monday. This is the new moon in Virgo, learning how to take care of yourself. Card 3, the message is talk to the moon, communicate. New moon, talk to the moon, of course. Your outlook is positive, but you need to communicate with your higher self, with the moon, or with someone. Start with the idea of communicating with your higher self. This is the part of you connected to all life everywhere. Learning to connect with this part of you is easy to do. Simply sit quietly and ask your higher self what you need to know about your situation. Request answers. Close your eyes, breathe gently, and see what messages come to you. Have a pen and piece of paper handy so you can make notes and then return to your breathing. You can also do this exercise under the moon. Go out into the night and sit quietly, asking for answers about your situation. That's the esoteric part of this card. However, it can also suggest that as well as divining answers in this magical way, you might also need to talk to someone in real life. Either to the person involved in your situation or to someone else who can help you. Remember card 1, accept help. Additional meanings for this card: keep the channels of communication open. Be open to new ideas. Meditate more. Work on your intuition. Pay attention to the signs you're getting. The moon is the perfect conduit for powerful, emotion-based communications. She's all about feelings. Tap into the feelings you're getting now, and answers will come. I love the first communicate with your higher self, especially because of how personal I'm feeling this new moon in Virgo. With all this retrograde energy, new moon in Virgo is time to care for yourself, so talk to your higher self. Communicate to your higher self. If you don't know what your higher self is, I see it as just like your soul. Like it is the bigger, stronger version of your soul. I guess those are not the words I want to use, but it's the overarching protective thing for you. So you can communicate with your soul. I feel so tired. I feel so used and abused. I feel so worn out. I feel so underappreciated. Communicate, get it out. Ask, why do I feel like this? How do I not feel like this? How do I feel valued? How do I feel appreciated? How do I feel respected? And then wait. And then wait. And see what happens. You can also do things like pull cards to get answers like that. This is how I think I talk to my higher self. This tarot, oh my gosh, I love my tarot journal. I go to that when I got big questions. Communicate. Because especially with this Virgo energy, it's you and yourself. There's something inside. If you are involved with another person, I feel like this is right now saying take care of what you have control over. We can handle the other person at another time. You have power within yourself. Cool. Cool. Lisa, I know I need to meditate more. Every so often I go through a period of not meditating. If I don't, I have such a low level anxiety that builds. Why is it we often stop the things that are good for us when we feel good? Masochism. I'm just kidding. That was a total joke. Why is it that we stop the things that are good for us when we feel good? Because we don't think we need the Band-Aid anymore, right? If you view meditation as a Band-Aid, okay, I got to do this to heal myself. I got to do this to work on myself. Then when you feel good, why do I need to keep working on myself? But if you look at it as maintenance, you got to change your oil, right? You got to change your brakes. You got to top off your fluids. You got to meditate. This is just what I do now. Could be. One more deck to ask one more question. We're going to turn to the good old-fashioned Moonology deck. This is the original Moonology deck. And we're going to ask for advice to ease the healing process. Advice to ease the healing process, because we're here to accept help. We got to slow it down. We got to just sit with it for a minute, and we got to communicate with our higher self. So, advice to ease the healing process. Feel free to send your energy into this deck. If you guys have been enjoying the session today, if you'd like to offer an exchange of energy in the form of a donation, they're always appreciated. You could do so right here on Insight Timer, or if you would rather send through Venmo or PayPal, I have links right in my Insight Timer bio. I also have a fun little Amazon wish list. A lot of the stuff lately is, I've been wanting new curtains because I don't like this. A lot of the stuff is treats for Piston. If you guys want to take care of Piston. And treats for Jacqui. There's some water filters that I want to try that I think are cool. Mineral drops I want to try that I think are cool. So if y'all want to keep me healthy, that'd be really appreciated. Advice to ease the healing process. If you haven't yet followed me on Insight Timer, maybe you want to do that. Because I come here about twice a week to talk about astrology and whatnot. So if you follow me, you can see when I post my classes. There it is. There's our advice to ease the healing process. Cecilia, Anne, Untamo, thank you guys so much for your donations. Super appreciated. Anyone who does donate, I dive into one of the books that we've used today, and I give you guys a book dive, a couple 1, 2, 3 sentences. So if you do send a donation, ask a question. There's Piston. You guys see Piston? Hi, Bubba. He's got a lot of light on him today. You're just so bright. I love Piston. There he is. You want a bully stick? Can you sit? Yes, good boy. Go ahead. This was from Karen. Thank you, Karen. No, thank you, right? Okay. Yes, I do want a bully stick. Oh, Mimi, hello. Hello. Piston is he's half husky, half mix of Lab, German Shepherd, Great Pyrenees, Chow. I love Piston. Okay. Oh, thanks, Harvey. Yeah, Harvey's Karen's dog. Harvey was the one who actually sent Piston that gift. Karen was just the medium to do so. Melinda, thank you kindly for your donation. Yes, Jess, those are carpet squares. I was recording something in a makeshift way yesterday. You gotta do what you gotta do, right? Can you once again show the card packs? So the first one was the Moonology messages, and then the second one is Moonology Sherry says, these meetings with you are healing me more and more every session. That's great. That's great. Nice work. Hope your Violet 108 live went well. It was wonderful. She did send me the recording, so it will go up on my YouTube channel soon. Hello, Christine. Okay, so advice to ease the healing process. This gives us the energy of the full moon in Capricorn. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Before I even read this card, so full moons are endings, right? Full moons are times of completion, culmination. Capricorn, we got Pluto. Pluto is wrapping up Capricorn themes that have been, I got an eyelash in my eye. Pluto's wrapping up Capricorn themes that have been in process for 15 years. Okay, so the end of a tough cycle, hell yeah, is approaching. How hard are you willing to work for what you want? This card is reminding you that effort is required. Work issues may be about to come to a head when this card comes up. If you are wondering if you should stay in your job or leave, this card can be a strong sign to make an exit. The end of a rough time is forecast. This card also asks you to consider how ambitious you are and whether you're prepared to pull out all the stops to make your professional dreams come true without being ruthless. With a love question, this card can be a call to face reality. Whatever situation you're asking about, making a plan will help. If your personal life is troubled, prioritize it more. Release control and trust the universe. A professional project may be ending now. Admit if you have been overly hard-headed or hard-nosed. I don't know what hard-nosed means. Can someone enlighten us? Find a balance between your personal and private lives. It is time to stop fearing the worst. The full moon in Capricorn has a very strong work ethic and energy, and will more than likely come up when you're asking a professional question. If your question is about another matter, it will serve as a much-needed reminder to move through any feelings of hopelessness you may have been feeling about your situation. And this applies no matter when you draw the card. Making a plan is a far better use of your time. Advice to ease the healing process, maybe you do need to see it on paper and not to attach to the exact plan, but to put it on paper and see like, okay, first I gotta work through this, then I gotta work through this, then I gotta work through this. And sometimes when you see it written out as like 3 bullet points, it feels much smaller and manageable than when it's circling around your head attached to all your emotions, right? April says hard-nosed means stubbornness and uncompromising. Thank you. Thank you. So have you been considering quitting your job? Gosh, that when the nodes moved from when the North Node moved from Taurus into Aries, that was last summer 2023. About 6 months before that, I was like, a lot of people are going to be quitting their jobs. A lot of people are going to start working for themselves. A lot of people are going to detach from being told what to do with their finances, with their structures. So when the North Node was in Taurus, this was 2021, 2022, actually 22, 23, whatever, around that time. North Node in Taurus was like, okay, we need to get clear on our resources. We need to get clear on our skills. We need to get clear on our finances, what we can build. North Node moved into Aries, and that was like, all right, we need to do it ourselves. We need to make our own path. We need to blaze our own trail. And we have the North Node in Aries until January. So this is like the final push. Like, do you want to make your own money? Do you want to start your own business? Do you want to be your own boss? Planets are supporting you. The planets are supporting you. Is it time to exit this structured way of making money? Yeah. The best thing I've ever done. Am I rich? Hell yeah. In lots of ways. Am I making the money that I was making in my career? Not yet. Am I supporting myself? Yeah. Am I about to go get an RV and drive around the country and continue to make money and have extreme freedom? Yeah. Could I have done that when I was a teacher? No. Just saying. Not pushing my agenda on you, just showing you that it's possible. Advice to ease the healing process as well. If this is about relationships, South Node in Libra, right? All of this time that we've had the North Node in Aries, the South Node has been in Libra. So while the North Node represents collectively where we quote unquote need to go, we need to be independent, South Node in Libra means that we need to let go of codependency. We need to let go of the shadow sides of Libra, let go of people pleasing, let go of putting other people before you, let go of holding your tongue so that you don't rock the boat, keeping things steady and stable. It's time to jump. It's time to go. Nina says, when are you leaving on your journey? So I'm making my plan, right? So all of this stuff, I'm gonna spit for a minute. These cards also, I talked about how it was saying, I heard the message, stop rushing the people around you. So, yeah, I told you guys last week, I found this guy, Matt. I didn't find him. He's been around for a long time. And he and I have this dream to RV around the country. So I am like, let's go. I'm ready. I just left. Like, I got this fire in me. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to do this. And I was like, come on, let's go. Let's do it. You want to do this? Let's do it. You're here? Okay. You still want this? Yeah. Okay. Let's go. We're in two different places in our lives, right? Like, he was kind of just like living his life, and then here's Jacqui. Here it is. So, I noticed the uncomfortability, like, oh no, I'm going to have to wait for someone now. Do I want to wait? Do I want to spend this time so that he can like get all his ducks in a row? And then, yesterday, 2 days ago, I was like, why don't I just go? Why don't I just start? Why don't I just get my own needs met? And then when you're ready, you can join me. Because end goal, like, yes, I do want to travel with Matt. I do want to have his partnership in the space. But if it's what I want, why do I have to wait for someone else to get it? That's scary. So when do I leave? My plan is I gotta find a vehicle first. If anyone, here we go, let's throw it out there. If anyone has a motorhome that you're looking to sell, let me know. I'm looking for a, I don't even know. Whatever is meant for me will come to me, but I definitely do not want a tow behind. I do want a home that I can drive because I don't trust my truck to tow anything. But yeah, I'm looking for a mobile home, a motor home that I can live and work in with Piston. How about a GoFundMe for a motorhome? You mean you want me to accept help, Becky? You mean you want me to believe that people would fund that? Actually, whoa, do you guys remember a few months ago I was like threatening that I was going to spend November by myself? I wasn't threatening anything, but I told you guys, I was like, yeah, month of November, I want to be out of here. I want to be on my own. I want to be away from people. And I was like, yeah, I'll work. But I was trying to escape my marriage. I was trying to escape the control of my marriage. So that's why I was like, November, I'm out of here. Me and Piston. And I told you guys I was going to set up a GoFundMe to do that. So what if, wowza, what if that's the timeline? What if I set up a GoFundMe for this motorhome? And then I find one? And then it's just me and Piston the whole month of November. Whoa! That'd be pretty cool. Oh, and I can just drive myself to Providence instead of flying to Providence. Oh, wow. Did you just see Nina's message? I have one, maybe not sell, but you can have for as long as you need. Say what? Nina, can you send me a private message? Look at this. Just ask for help. Let me see. Karen's ready to quit her job. Letitia, thank you kindly for your donation. What else? I want to see what else. Karen's quitting my job. And 2 chicken poop to do it yet. Also, slow it down. It's coming. It's coming. You'll know when it's time. Mimi quit her job a few weeks ago. Have no idea, but I'll leave it to the universe to surprise me. I've done that, and that builds so much trust in the universe. You're always taken care of. It's your own fear that you have to get out of the way of, It's great. It's fun. What else are you guys talking about? Nicole, financially tied right now, but my 5-year goal is to be doing something creative full time. Love it. Doesn't everyone think about quitting their job, Karma? I feel, the chat just jumped, but I want to see that. I feel like it's a common frustration for 90% of the people I know these days. Yeah, because we're not meant to be controlled by other people. Humans are not meant to follow the way that we follow. We are meant to collaborate, I think. Time to jump in and go, love you. Jessica says, I have a couple of people who are V. If you want me to send links to their pages on that platform that starts with an I, Jessica, please. Yeah, feel free to send me a message on Insight Timer. Or if you go into my link tree, my email is there if you want to email me either. I'm really bad at opening my Insight Timer messages. I'm just going to say that out loud. If you guys have messaged me and I don't get back to you, sorry. I'm one person. I got a lot to manage. Yes, you might get something you need just for you out of it. 100%. GoFundMe. Christine's doing the same thing. Test driving one today. I saw it yesterday. It's so exciting. Lovely. Vintage road treks. What's that, Jackie? I'm going to Google that. I'll look into that in a minute. Get to Minnesota. We can work a plan for you and Piston. Okay. All right. I just got hot. There is a concert that I might go to in November in Providence. Ask and you will receive. 100%. It's hard. It's scary. It's scary to share your desires with people because, of course, like, I know you guys love me, but there's still that little voice inside that's like, what if they think you're selfish? What if they think, like, why does she think that she can get all of that from these people? Why does she think she can rely on these people so much? That's what goes on. Okay? Just saying. Jackie, you help us manifest. Let us help you. Karen Lee, where is Darla and your other sweet dog? Darla and Gemma stayed home with their dad. Jackie left the home. Jackie left the relationship, and Jackie took Piston. So Darla and Gemma are at home with their dad. Jennifer said, I wanted to quit my job a couple years ago, but I ended up getting laid off with severage. It worked out for the best. Yeah, sometimes if you slow it down, things happen for you. Everything's always happening for you. 228 now, June. That's crazy. Ask and it is given. And look at. Let this be an example for you guys. Nicole, you can share your RV journey and start a following. Yeah, 100%. I'm fully, especially like if I'm going to be figuring it out day by day, I'm going to make some mistakes. I'm going to learn some lessons, and I am absolutely going to share it out there. Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Nina says we want this for your soul. Thanks. That's so cool. That's so cool. Karen, slow down is my theme for the year. Love you too, Lucy. Lisa says, accept help, Jacqui, when you give us so much every week. The RV Astrologer. Is that my new name now? Is that like my new channel? Is that my YouTube playlist? The RV Astrologer. It's cool. Can't wait to take the ride with you. It's going to be so good. Yeah, and I'm more than happy to document all of it. All of it. Vulnerability, full vulnerability. Why not? Traveling astrology. The traveling astrologer. The road astrologer. Road astro. We'll play with it. I really see you doing this with ease, June. You know, that is what I've been scripting. Thank you for helping me do this with ease. I can't believe how easily everything has fallen into place. I gotta go. So next week, I will only be here on Wednesday. I'm going camping this weekend. It's gonna be so good. So good. Truck bed camping. Getting myself prepared to sleep in a motor vehicle for life. So next week on Wednesday, we're gonna talk about Mars entering Cancer. And that's it. It's a pleasure way. Drives like a Dodge Ram. I gotta look that up because I don't know what that is. This is amazing. You guys are amazing. I love this life. And y'all are a part of it. So therefore, I love you. Sending my love to all, receiving your love as well. Namaste. My light sees your light, to put it simply. Yeah, you guys are the best. Thank you so much for being you. Have a great weekend. Lori, June, Andriana, Tatiana, Lisa, April, Kiana, Becky, Christine, Karen, Christy. I will see you guys on Wednesday.